to the fact that some women possess a captivating beauty that they leverage to manipulate and deceive certain men. These particular types of women give rise to a multitude of problems, making it crucial for individuals to be aware of the types of women they should absolutely avoid. In today's video, we will delve into these categories and elaborate on how to identify them in order to steer clear of potential issues. And as is customary, towards the end of the video, we will disclose the one factor that can serve as an indicator of a woman's trustworthiness. With that in mind, let's proceed to discuss the various types of women that should be approached with caution and avoided at all costs. The manipulative woman is one of the most problematic profiles one can encounter. She possesses a mastery in the art of manipulation, always using the men around her as pawns in a game to achieve her own goals. Placing trust in such a woman should be avoided at all costs, as she skillfully plays with the emotions of others to attain her own ends. These women have an insatiable need to be the center of attention, always striving to stand out. Even if their appearance is charming and alluring, it is important to exercise caution, as they use their attractiveness to lure you in and then manipulate you to fulfill their desires, without concern for the emotional impact they may cause. Their ego is what matters most to them, and they only pursue what suits them. It's essential to be vigilant when a woman genuinely appears to like you. In such cases, manipulation will not be part of her approach. Never allow anyone to manipulate you, regardless of how much you may like the person. A person who constantly resides in a state of criticism, pointing out flaws even in the subtlest details, may indicate something significant. When a woman starts criticizing even the way you walk, it's a clear sign that her interest in you is minimal. For this type of woman, few things can meet her expectations. While pointing out errors and imperfections in people can be constructively purposeful in certain situations, this demeanor becomes unpleasant and exhausting. Avoiding involvement with such a woman is wise, as negativity tends to cast a shadow over everything around her. The notion that a woman who incessantly criticizes is showing interest is misguided. In reality, this isn't a sign of attraction, it's an alert for potential issues. Such a woman might use criticism as a tool to undermine your self-esteem, attacking various aspects of your life and even distorting what she shares with others. When getting to know someone, it's crucial to be attentive to these critical behaviors. Accepting this kind of attitude isn't advisable, as it can signal a relationship rife with negativity and manipulation. The woman who harbors the habit of distorting the truth, whether in big or small matters, should be regarded with caution. The falsehood she spins can trigger significant consequences, requiring a careful approach when dealing with such situations. Determining whether a woman is truly lying or telling the truth can be a challenging task. This becomes even more complex when lying is a recurring aspect deeply rooted in her personality. In this context, don't be deceived by her attractive appearance or her convincingly skilled communication. Instead, relentlessly seek the underlying truth amidst the words spoken. The woman who positions herself as a victim may display mood swings that occur quickly and unpredictably. Some women have a penchant for drama, and while they may exhibit kindness and affection one day, the next day they might adopt a cold and ignorant stance towards you. This volatility can be a clear sign that it's prudent to distance yourself. Dealing with such a woman can be challenging, as her emotional stability is often unstable, especially those who tend to take on a victim stance. Such situations can lead to high levels of stress, confusion, and frustration, as they tend to shift blame onto others rather than taking responsibility. When you come across a woman who constantly positions herself as a victim, it's advisable to exercise caution when trusting her. This tendency to adopt a victim stance is not a reliable sign, especially when discussions or conflicts arise. After all, where there's a victim, there's also a villain, and in this scenario, you're frequently cast in the role of the villain in the narrative. The gold digger is the woman who constantly seeks material benefits, targeting men with cars, money, and status. Her primary focus is on her own advantages, and she's adept at manipulating situations to achieve her goals, even if it means pretending to love you to obtain money or favors. Initially, this woman may appear affectionate, helpful, and friendly, but in reality, these actions are driven solely by her interest in the financial resources you can provide. It's crucial to exercise significant caution when dealing with this type of woman, as her feelings and behaviors are motivated by financial gains. The one who plays mind games. When doubts arise about a girl's feelings for you, pay attention to how she interacts with you. Just observing her actions can give you a clearer answer. Notice whether her actions and words are genuine or if she's engaging in psychological games. If you notice such behaviors, it may indicate that she doesn't have genuine feelings for you or that she's uncomfortable in your presence. In light of this, consider this: would you trust someone who isn't authentic in their relationship with you and enjoys playing with your emotions? Probably not. After all, no one appreciates people who toy with our feelings, as this behavior reflects immaturity on the part of the person in question. The unfaithful one. This type of woman can easily be unfaithful, even without feeling any remorse. They have a tendency to be dishonest and view such behavior as commonplace. If you have suspicions, it's appropriate to engage in a dialogue to clarify the situation. If you find that she's lying, it's important to act to protect yourself before any hurt occurs. The cheaters. Building a relationship on trust is of paramount importance, as without this solid foundation, the future of the relationship becomes compromised. When trust is shattered, its reconstruction is complex and challenging. This is why it's sensible not to trust women with a history of cheating, as this trait tends to persist. Therefore, it's advisable to avoid such individuals from the moment you suspect their fraudulent actions, as these behaviors undermine our trust to a point where regaining it in another person becomes a daunting task. The seductive and attractive ones. These women have a natural gift for seduction and charm, making them very appealing to men. They know how to capture attention and use this skill to their advantage. Their charm and beauty are their primary tools for captivating men, and they are fully aware of this. Their strategy involves creating the illusion that you are the ideal person for them. This illusion is crafted with mastery, making you believe you're being chosen by them. However, once you're convinced, they direct this feeling for their own benefit, using you to achieve their own goals and objectives. Those who put other girls down. It's not safe to trust someone who deliberately belittles others to boost her own self-esteem. To be brutally honest, if she's willing to speak ill of you when you're not around, she's likely to do the same with others. Just as we, men, use charm and compliments when courting a woman, they should also respect these principles. There's no justification for devaluing someone. Therefore, it's wise to avoid this type of girl. Remember, after the end of this video, we'll share the exclusive method to identify when a girl is trustworthy, an indication that can even reveal her genuine interest in you. So keep watching until the end, and we'll return to the last two topics on our list.